Alright, everybody, welcome back to the show! Is anybody gonna buy the iPhone 6?
No.
No.
Okay, nobody's gonna buy the iPhone 6. That's a good thing because neither am I. I'm poor. Even if I wanted to, I can't afford it. Yes, my fart smells really bad. Jonathan, can you smell the fart over there?
No, I can't, and I'm grateful that I can't.
No, Skype isn't advanced to the point yet in which it can actually transfer smells. Thankfully for you, because you'd probably die. Because they really do smell really bad. Like I had milk.
Don't talk about your fart.
I had milk with my breakfast this morning, and then about 3 hours back, I had milk with what would you call that? It's not lunch anymore because it's fucking late. But I had milk with that too, and apparently it's taking effect right now. And if you knew me personally in real life, you'd be suffering if you were next to me.
Oh god, you would.
All right. Yeah. All right. So anyway, right before we started recording this thing, I suggested that we make this episode of Unlimited Bits NES focused, and I made a little list here in Microsoft Notepad with a few games that we want to talk about. First one off the list is Double Dragon 2. All right. So there's three of us right now. One into shit, which would be me, Nintendo Freak, and we have Taco Freak. We have two freaks in here. I'm the only sane person. So we have Double Dragon 2, which is greater than Double Dragon 1. Why is Double Dragon 2 greater than Double Dragon 1, Nintendo Freak?
Because it's multiplayer.
Because it's multiplayer! And you know, the Double Dragon games were originally arcade games. And when you think arcade, you usually think, alright, at least two people can move the fucking stick and mash buttons together. So the fact that the first Double Dragon on the NES didn't have multiplayer is a fucking bummer. But the fact that the second Double Dragon game does have multiplayer is fucking fantastic.
Why didn't they make it multiplayer?
What happened?
Why didn't they make it multiplayer in the first game?
Okay, so why didn't they make the first Double Dragon a multiplayer game? It's probably because they didn't focus on the whole game at hand. Okay, so arcade machines have always, well, I guess up until today, they've always been more advanced than the consoles of before. So I'm guessing that what they did is they made that port of the first Double Dragon game to test the waters and see how well it do. And they didn't focus on that. They thought, okay, if the first game sells well, then we'll release the second one.
And then like that I heard.
Yeah, and then when they actually released the second one, they said, hey, we didn't include multiplayer in the first one. That's something we should include in this one to make sure that it's more of a success than the first.
Makes sense.
What else about Double Dragon 2 is great?
Are you asking me or?
It's just an open question. Anybody can jump in and answer.
Well, I haven't played Double Dragon, so I wouldn't be able to reply.
I guess it would have to be how at the end you get to beat the shit out of your friend, which you probably wanted to do the entire game, but then at the end it actually makes you.
Alright, watch. Let's give a moment of silence because I'm going to put something on. Listen! Oh man, you gotta love that NES music. Alright, I'm gonna put the music in the background. Why not? Alright, I'm gonna put the volume a little bit lower. We don't actually have the rights to play this music since we didn't make the game.
Yeah,
And we don't own it. But I don't give a shit. No. YouTube ain't gonna do shit because here's the thing. When you include audio from software, but it's not the whole thing and the whole video doesn't consist of just that, their ID system bullshit thing can't actually pick it up. So hooray for us. This is actually original audio because we're actually talking over it as opposed to just playing it alone. So there's a loophole right there. Fuck you, YouTube.
Include Twitch in that.
How about that? Look, we talk about a game and then we have music of the game in the background. Why the fuck not?
Makes sense.
How well can you hear the music through Skype?
Yeah, I can hear it perfectly.
Alright, cool. Is it too loud?
No.
Alright, sweet. Oh, I have Facebook open. I usually close Facebook on this thing. Oh, look, I actually didn't put this on the list that I mentioned earlier, but somebody.
Mortal Kombat.
What?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, this is on Facebook. There's a person. I'm in this Mortal Kombat group, and this person named Christopher Alvarez. I don't know why I just said their name, but I did. And it said this person says that basically Scorpion is the best character in the Mortal Kombat universe, and that it's a fact because he says "Get over here," and because that's the most iconic slogan in Mortal Kombat, other than "Finish him." And because Mortal Kombat is gonna be, I mean, Mortal Kombat, pendejo. And because Scorpion is in the cover of Mortal Kombat 10. Do you guys agree with that?
That's stupid.
It is stupid, isn't there? There's people here that are basically flaming him in the comments because they're like, wow, man, you're fucking stupid. And I agree. He's like, it's not an opinion, these are facts. And I'm like, really?
It's more of an opinion if you ask me.
It is an opinion. Like, oh, I think he's the most popular character because he says "Get over here" and because he's in the cover. Yeah, it smells bad.
Dude, I'm serious.
I can't stop. Didn't you hear what Mom said about that model? In America's Next Top Model, whatever the fuck it's called, that she walked on stage and the entire time she was there, she held in a fart, and she held it in for so long that it actually killed her. Whether that's actually true or not, I don't know because I haven't researched it. Maybe I should, and I'll confirm it in the next episode, not right now.
Ah, this song is amazing.
It is. It is this person right here. What the fuck did I just read? And it's that little guy from Sesame Street. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't remember what she's talking about.
I mean, I like the music. Okay.
Oh, how can you not like NES music? Fucking chiptune music is awesome.
You tell me there.
Alright, the music is almost over. You know what that means? We move on to the next game. NES game, Punch Out. We've all played Punch Out in here.
Punch Out?
Even Nintendo Freak, my sister. She hasn't played it as much as Nintendo Freak and I have.
Oh, no, I suck. I remember the first time I played it,
No.
it was in the emulator on the Wii. And I would ask you, how the fuck do I play this? And you're like, it's fucking simple. And I fucking pressed A, and then I tried hitting him, and I hit him, and then he would go back. And then he would hit me when I tried blocking, but I blocked too late.
Hello. Sounds good.
Alright, there's some Punch Out music right there. I recently purchased Punch Out for the NES, and it's not just any Punch Out, it's Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Like I told my fellow admins in the chat that we have on Facebook, it's none of that Mr. Dream bullshit, it's the actual original game. And they're like, oh, Nintendo Freak actually said, well, it's the same shit. And that's true. I just felt like bragging a bit.
You ass.
I am an ass. And I'm smelling like ass right now because I'm farting nonstop. Alright, what's so fun about Punch Out? Can anybody comment on that?
You got to beat Mike Tyson's ass.
Well, if you're good.
I know I can't. Heck, I can't even beat the first level.
You lost to Glass Joe?
Dude,
You can't beat Glass Joe.
no, I suck that bad.
No. It's literally in his name.
I'm gonna go get my PC mouse real quick. Oh wait, it's not mine, it's yours.
It's mine. Anyways, I can't even. No, wait, I beat the first level once.
Yeah,
Or
you
twice.
beat. It's not the first level, it's the first fight. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This ain't Mario Brothers.
Just like when I used to say coins instead of rings. And,
You still do.
no, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I still do.
Yeah, whenever I played a Sonic game and then she'd see me playing, she'd be like, dude, did you missed those coins? Like, they're not fucking coins. This is Sonic, man. Sonic is too cool. Sonic is too cool for coins.
Yeah, and probably people are gonna kill me for that. So
Nope.
if I don't make it home tomorrow, From school, you'll know why.
No, they would if this show were popular, but since it's not, and hopefully someday it will be, nobody cares.
Nobody
cares.
Shit.
Nobody cares what the fuck we're saying right
We
now.
still do this anyways.
That's okay. We do this shit for fun. And even if it gains traction someday and it does get popular, we're still gonna do it just for fun anyway.
Or like,
Should you what?
should I speak now or like should I wait? Because no matter what the situation is, I'm always getting interrupted. No matter what.
No, go for it. You interrupt people.
Like, no.
No, wait, look. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's just that I tend to ramble on and on because I always have something to say. Especially right now since I just had pizza and I have gas and I'm high on energy and I'm just
Pizza
good.
now? Yeah.
I'm just good, so I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. Alright, back on topic. Look, this video that I put on of the Punch-Out music is 30 minutes long. And naturally, of course, I'm not going to put the whole 30 minutes on. But, fucking Facebook, I'm going to log out. Give me a minute. How would Star Puncher hum this?
Remember when I was like freaking 5 in the morning and then he was like, hey, or how did you say it?
Yeah. When he stayed over at our place one night, what was it? At least a year ago now, and he was apparently watching Full Metal Alchemist or listening to the theme or some shit, and he started humming it, and I thought he was humming it in his sleep. So I got my phone and I was about to record him, and then he turned around and he's like, "Oh, you're awake?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm awake." And I started laughing my ass off because he hummed like a fucking Indian.
No offense to Indians.
Hey, I just drove her away because I keep on farting and it smells like shit.
It's you, dude. It's you.
Talk louder, people can't hear you. Alright. How about
You know we're gonna fucking podcast and you drink milk and you torture me. Why do I have to face the consequences? That's my question.
every day? No, you don't have. Why do you have a nose? Nobody tells you to have a nose. Breathe in through your
Oh
mouth.
yeah, through my mouth so I can taste it all. Yeah, fuck you. No.
I want to tell you guys one more thing that's great about Punch Out. When you first start playing Punch Out and you're a noob at it and you don't know shit, and when you fight Glass Joe and you're like, this motherfucker, what the hell is he gonna do? Because you see that he has 1 win and 99 losses, right?
99 losses.
Yeah, 1 win, 99 losses. So you're like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do? But you don't know how to play shit despite the fact that the NES gamepad only has a D-pad and 4 buttons. And you're like, okay, no problem, I got this shit. And then he actually takes you down that third time. You're like, no, what the fuck? This guy's the beginner, no. And then you actually, and that's when the game hooks you. And you're like, fuck, I'm gonna get so good at this game. I'm gonna get a Mike Tyson. I'm gonna kick his ass. And unfortunately for me, I haven't gotten there yet. But at least I can beat Piston Honda on the second fight now. So that's progress.
You guys have seen how good Star Puncher is at that game, right? He started just like that. He got his ass beat by Glass Joe.
Of course, we all start out like that.
Except me.
That's how he got hooked on it.
Except Taco Freak. She's never gonna be good at it.
That's so true.
Hey, no. Alright, so we tend to talk about we have these videos planned here in this thing, in this show. And I've actually mentioned before that we want to record ourselves playing this game or that game. And I actually suggested to her that we should record her playing Punch Out. And she says she doesn't want to, but I think that's a recipe for success.
No, I would be fucking yelling. Oh fucking gosh! What kind of bullshit is this? I pressed the A button. What the fuck?
That's okay. Look, luckily, as much as Google likes to censor shit on YouTube, luckily bad language is not censored, so you can cuss all you want. I cuss all I want in this fucking show too, and nobody can give us any repercussions. So that's good.
Or in that case, I'm up for it.
All right, cool.
No, I'm kidding.
No, you already fucking said
No,
it.
I'm not up for it.
They should record it and it's gonna go live on the channel. You have no option anymore.
Fuck.
You can't let the millions and millions of fans that listen to this thing down.
You're right. We have so many fans. I can't let them down.
Do it for the fans. Hey, Nintendo Freak, I got a question for you regarding Punch-Out.
Okay, go ahead.
Who's your favorite opponent in Punch-Out?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Mr. Sandman, I guess?
Ah, Mr. Sandman. Why Mr. Sandman?
Because he's the only fool that you can, like... He's actually smart. You have to actually punch him in the gut to beat him because he actually, is smart in the slightest bit that he covers his fucking face.
Oh, yeah, none of the fighters do that. You know what I thought your answer was gonna be?
What?
I thought you were gonna say, oh, because I love the way he makes his pecs dance.
That's Super Macho Man. That's fucking disgusting.
That's not disgusting. Hey, The Rock can do it.
In the Wii version, Super Macho Man jiggles his ass.
Oh yeah, I remember Star Puncher showed that to me when he came. I'm like, damn.
That's ass. He jiggles his ass.
All right, that's enough Punch-Out. Right. Next on the notepad list, we have Kid Icarus. What can we say about Kid Icarus?
It's difficult as shit.
It's difficult. Then fucking creeps me out.
Why does it creep you out?
I don't remember the name of the enemies anymore. They were like witches?
Oh yeah, it was. No, I don't remember what they're called anymore. But there are these enemies that fucking when they see you, they start screaming. They go like yeah, and then like, they send like these bird things and they attack you, and you're like oh shit, and then you either end up falling or they attack you until you die. And
I would have passed that first level long ago if it wasn't for those pieces of shit.
oh really?
I
No.
know it.
I don't remember what level I got to on because I have the 3D Classics edition of Kid Icarus on my 3DS. Wait, you do too, don't you, Nintendo?
Yeah, I got it. I got stuck on the 4th level because I don't know where to go.
Oh, on the 4th level. I think I got until like the 7th one. I got to I got far enough that Pit actually turned green, and his abilities were a bit more enhanced.
Yeah.
But
Did you get to Eggplant Wizards?
yes, I did.
Those things are awful. They turn you into basically what they do is they turn you into an eggplant, and you can't do shit, and you have to go to a certain room where there's a hospital, and they break you out.
Right, yeah, I remember that. You know what? I gotta go back to playing that fucking game. Maybe I should do a Let's Play series just so I can show people how badly I get my ass kicked in that game.
I was playing it like yesterday, and I was god awful at it.
No, really. The Kid Icarus is a perfect example of how tough old school games can be. It's right up there with Ghosts and Goblins, which is also on the NES, if you ever heard of it. I never played that game, but I played Kid Icarus, and if Kid Icarus kicks my ass, I'd imagine Ghosts and Goblins would have no problem with me either.
I haven't heard of that game.
You don't know the game?
Well, I've heard of it, but I've never I heard the name before, but I've never known anything about it besides the name.
No, you should look up some gameplay, man. They say that it's one of the cheapest games ever made. You die with any little thing.
I just might do that after the podcast.
Yeah, we should. Alright, so Kid Icarus, one of the toughest fucking games on the NES, or ever, I'd say. That's for sure. Alright, let me pause this music. Next, in the little list, look at that, we're so organized. I have a list. Mega Man, suggested by Nintendo Freak.
Alright, you gonna put the music now, or?
Yes. No, it's okay, you can keep talking though.
Alright, the game is hard as shit. You get about 3 lives, and if you die, you gotta start the level completely over, and it is such a pain in the freaking ass. You fall off, you're dead. It's harder, I don't know, Kid Icarus, the only part that I'm stuck on is, I don't know where to go on that 4th level. But Mega Man, if you die, you're gonna get really pissed off because you have to start the whole damn level over. And then you have to do them in a certain order to beat the game because there are different enemies that you fight bosses, and once you beat them, you unlock something that like one of their weapons. And you have to do it in a certain order, otherwise you're gonna get fucked in the ass. You're gonna get shreked.
I'd imagine. You know, before I got out of high school, I actually had an NES emulator, and I used to play. I used to play several games, including Punch Out. That's where I first played it. And then I got to play Punch Out when Star Puncher brought his NES, and he brought the copy, and then I got to play it there. And then I also used to play the 1940s series. If you guys have ever heard of those, it's shoot 'em up. You use a plane, and it's set in World War II. And yeah, it's pretty fun, but it's also hard as hell. And then I remember I downloaded the first Mega Man for the NES, and you know, being a fucking smartphone and having on-screen controls, yeah, not the best control scheme ever. So, as if the game wasn't hard enough on its own, you're playing it with a screen, that makes it twice as hard, if not more. That was a pain in the ass. So, I've never actually, I can't actually say that I've actually played an NES Mega Man game for reals up to this point. That's too bad.
Well, I beat the first one. That's it. I haven't got any other ones. And it was difficult. It was freaking difficult. I was actually playing with Star Puncher yesterday on his new Smash Bros. Limited Edition 3DS XL, which is amazing, by the way. I was playing it with him, and so many rage quits.
So
it was
many.
a beautiful thing, but I was tempted to put it on the floor.
Rage quits?
Yeah.
That sounds so muffled.
Wait. Tell me to talk again?
Wait, so you guys were rage quitting over Mega Man?
Yes.
Wow. I gotta play. God damn it! I don't think the day will come anytime soon in which I actually get to find a copy of an NES Mega Man game, because those are pretty rare.
It'll probably be at the Swami, you know those rip-off guys.
Probably, and they'd be expensive as hell because those games. I'm pretty sure that if you look online, they're gonna demand a pretty hefty price. I have a fucking dog who won't stop barking. Hey, be quiet! Alright, next game in the list. We have a game nobody has ever heard of. A game nobody has ever played before.
It's really rare.
There's a game, yeah, you guys told me to write this down on the list. It's Mario Bros.
Mario Bros.
It's Mario Bros. Has anybody heard of Mario Bros? Have you heard of
I don't think.
What happened?
I don't think I've ever heard of that game. What is it?
Do you know what Mario Bros is?
Yes,
No.
we have played it before.
Who's played it before?
Me.
You?
You? What's it about?
It's all about you who explore to 8 different worlds just to rescue Princess Peach.
To rescue Princess Peach. Who's Princess Peach?
Princess Toadstool, I meant.
Princess Toadstool. Oh, I think I've heard of her. Do you know what you do in Super Mario Bros?
Yes, you stomp on Goombas, you get Twister blocks, and also you get 1-ups.
Oh, you get 1-ups. You get 1-ups. You step on gum, and you rescue Princess Peach Toadstool. It definitely sounds like an interesting game, you know. And then I found the music for Super Mario Bros. And it sounds like catchy music. It's great.
It does, yeah, it's really catchy, if you ask me.
I gotta get this game someday.
And sometimes you can find the Starman.
The Starman. The Starman, you know, that sounds like the name for a fucking drug dealer. The Starman.
Hey, I got some stars.
I'm gonna talk like a white girl right here. I totally do not have this game on the Game Boy Color, NES, and then what else we have it for? SNES. We do not have it for those systems. No, we don't at all. I've never played it.
I don't have it for like the Wii U, my 3DS, and yeah, I don't have it at all. Or my Game Boy. I just don't have it. Never heard of it.
Or my 3DS.
You have it in your 3DS? That's beautiful music. Let me put on the next track. Oh shit, wrong name.
Wait. Before we move
Play
on,
some.
can you do the toad voice?
Yeah.
Awesome.
From what level was that?
What game is this?
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong for the NES. If you never played Donkey Kong in any console, system, cell phone, whatever the fuck, you know, you shouldn't play games at all, in my opinion.
Something's wrong with you.
How many times has Nintendo put up Donkey Kong, the NES version, or any other fucking version for that matter, on the Wii U or 3DS in Club Nintendo as a reward?
Too many times.
Too many fucking times. And you know what? That's a good thing in some way. Star Pointer actually, he gave me eShop credit twice. One time when he came over, and I actually got the Game Boy version of Donkey Kong on my 3DS. And it's an excellent version because it has, for those of you that don't know, the original 4 first levels of Donkey Kong for the NES, or the arcade basically. And then it has a whole shitload of levels that are unique to that version on the Game Boy. And it's pretty damn fun.
It is. I beat it all the way. It didn't take too long.
The Game Boy version?
Yeah.
Damn it, I still haven't beaten it to this day.
Yeah, well, I beat it. I had it for like a month, and then I beat it, but that was just because I had 3D Land at that time, so I played that sometimes.
So if you didn't have 3D Land, you would have beat it sooner?
Probably.
Sweet. Hey, you know what? If I ever get a Wii U, and I'm pretty sure I will, but not anytime soon, when and if I get one, I'm gonna get 3D World, and I have the plan, I have it in mind, to beat that game 100% through like I did 3D Land on the 3DS.
Yeah, 3D Land on the 3DS, I beat it, and then completely 100% through, and then my sister lost my copy in Mexico, and now I have no way to, I have to do it all over again, and it's pretty shitty, doing it once was hard enough, but the second time is bullshit.
Yeah. What does completing 3D Land 100% for sure consist of?
It consists of getting all 3-star medallions in every single level, and then beating it and reaching the top of the goalpost with Mario and Luigi.
Right. But there's actually more.
Oh yeah, and then you have to beat this special world or level that you get at the end.
Right. And there's actually more.
There's more. What else am I forgetting?
There's more. In 3D Land, you can play as Mario or Luigi, and you can play as either character without their hat on, and
infinite lives or something like that.
in order to have that privilege, you have to get 1,110 lives.
Damn, I actually have that in my the one that I got right now, because there's this glitch that you can do right at the beginning, and you keep hitting this turtle shell over and over, and you get a crap ton of lives. I actually didn't discover the glitch. One of my little cousins was playing it, and she actually figured it out herself.
He figured out the glitch.
She did.
Oh, okay. Wow, see, girls can discover glitches too.
Girl power. No, you do it better.
Girl power. Alright, next game in the list. We have system and gamepad. And we're not talking about the Wii U. We just talked about that. We're talking about the NES. What makes the NES a great console?
That it's so damn simple. It's simple, but it works.
It's simple and it works. Yep, that's the epitome of gaming. And the games, the NES is notorious for having lots of fun games. And well, that's true for any Nintendo console, right? But the NES has all those special 2D platformers. What?
Most consoles, I would say. Like the Wii, it didn't have that many great games.
Can you talk louder?
That's
Hey,
Am I talking loud enough?
No, you're not. You were like the Wii. You guys some great games.
I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear me over the music?
Finally.
I don't think
Okay,
you
I'm
can. The
sorry.
fucking music was louder than you were.
Well, at least I'm not like little extra. How do you do it? Blah, blah, blah.
You made DK sad. See, he died and all
Sorry.
the music stopped.
In case if Bonnie hears this, I'm serious.
She's not gonna hear this. She doesn't care.
That's so mean.
No, it means right there.
I just mean.
What?
Yeah, so as Nintendo Freak said, the NES is a very simple console. Back when gaming systems in general were very simple. I mean, to compare it to older systems, okay, what games systems from the past were similar to the NES? One immediately comes to mind. Does anybody know?
SNES.
No, well, from the same time period as the NES.
I don't know.
It's direct competition.
Oh, what was that Sega system that came out? I forget. I don't bother to remember any of the Sega systems just because I don't own them, and plus they
And
pretty much
because I'm a
remastered them and put them
Nintendo
on the screen.
fanboy. Wait, who said that? That's so mean. Don't say those things. You were saying?
Yeah, they like because the only Sega games I really play are Sonic, and then they kind of just remastered them and put them on the GameCube. So yeah.
Like, hey, I have enough Sega on my Nintendo console. And that's actually very true today.
They have lots of.
Like, Sega is releasing their Sonic games exclusively on Nintendo platforms. The Wii U and the 3DS. That's great. Really, sometimes I wish Nintendo would just reach an agreement with Sega and Capcom and just, they should all merge and under the Nintendo name so that games like Street Fighter games and Mega Man and Sonic and all those good franchises, even Super Monkey Ball, could just be on Nintendo systems, and then Nintendo would have a lot of fucking series, not just Mario, not just Zelda and Donkey Kong to rely on, but all those different franchises too. That would be great.
Whatever did happen to Capcom? Were they selling Capcom?
No, Capcom. Oh, actually, wait, was it Capcom?
Yeah, it was Capcom.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was Capcom.
Oh yeah, it was not too long ago. Capcom was up for sale. Not the entire company, but enough of its share that whoever put the money down for it would basically have control over the company. And I don't think any agreement was ever reached in that regard. I don't know what happened. I remember.
They never said anything.
Yeah, I remember.
They just said it was putting it for sale, and then lots of rumors going around that Microsoft was agreeing with Capcom,
Oh,
and it
man.
was that Nintendo should be the one, and then Sony was in the background right there.
I don't know why, but I just imagine like Reggie coming with like a bunch of money and just like putting it down in front of
saying my body is ready.
to buy this company.
My money is ready.
My money is ready.
Ready.
My money. Hey, Crapcom, my money is ready. Mega Man would
Give me
shed.
Mega Man.
Mega Man would shed tears of joy because then Nintendo would actually start releasing games with Mega Man again.
They would make Mega Man awesome. Well, more awesome than he's been lately.
What do you think Nintendo would do with Street Fighter though?
Well, they would take care of it, just like they take care of their franchises.
But where would they, what consoles would they release the game for, Okay, obviously the 3DS would be one of them. And then the Wii.
And then they have so many options. What else could they release it on? Oh my god!
Fuck you!
It blows my mind!
Ah, come on. Fuck you, man.
Jasmine, what other console would they release Street Fighter games on?
I know. I'd also say one of them is a PS3.
But Nintendo would buy Capcom. So all the games that Capcom makes, Nintendo would own. So she said, oh, they will release Street Fighter games on the 3DS. What other
And
console
I
could they
said
release at
Wii U
all?
also.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said Wii U.
That's a bunch
and
of
obviously
bullshit.
Wii U, I said.
Mhm.
Did I, Nintendo freak?
I did not hear that. And
Oh
if you
my
did
god.
see it,
Okay. If you guys hear on the recording watch, you guys are gonna.
I
want
think
me
no,
a
no.
pizza.
I think my farts got to her mind.
No, they got to my mouth.
they made her start seeing Starman.
Oh, also the Deadpool movie looks awesome. Now that I'm-
Deadpool has nothing to do with gaming. Shut up.
No, but still, well, actually, he's been in a few games. Yeah, you pretty much.
Well,
said
he
it.
He
has.
made a game that he had about himself, and it was repetitive, but it was funny. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But it looked repetitive, and it probably got boring after a while.
I'm gonna tell you this: the Deadpool game. I remember I saw several reviews of it when it released a while back, and essentially the Deadpool game looks like a Spider-Man game, like you just said, but as if it were made by 12-year-olds, but better than modern Spider-Man games, actually.
Better than Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, much fucking better. Hey, speaking of Spider-Man 2, now that you mention it, have you seen that in the internet? The general consensus is that Spider-Man 2, no matter what system you play it on, the GameCube, the PS2, or the Xbox, the general consensus seems to be that was the last great Spider-Man game. Do you guys think that's true? I mean, I know that Taco Freak hasn't played that game in years.
I haven't played in years.
No. Have you played that game recently? Nintendo Free.
Okay, he died.
Have you?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What?
Have you?
Is your sister laughing in the background?
Yes, that's her laughing in the background.
Yeah, I heard her. I have
Shut up. I mean,
I have ears. I have ears like hawks have eyes.
okay.
What?
So you can hear things that are far away, so you can hear me from Mexico.
Absolutely.
No, you can hear him from
I,
Skype.
I played it not too long. I think like 2 weeks ago. I went back and started playing it again. And yeah, it was pretty fun.
For the GameCube, I imagine.
Yes, for the GameCube.
Okay, so yeah, again, the general consensus by people our age or slightly older seems to be that Spider-Man 2 was the last great Spider-Man game. Do you agree with that?
I really like Spider-Man 3. I didn't see any problem with it.
Any problem? So you don't find the game repetitive at all?
Well, yeah, but you know,
Here's the thing.
with it, so.
I was with those people up until I actually purchased the game again at the flea market for the Xbox, and then I actually started playing it again, and I was like, one of the greatest games of my childhood. And then I got to like the halfway point, and I'm like, God damn, I'm tired of this game already, because I realized that, holy crap, my innocence as a kid essentially hid all of the flaws of the game, and that's too bad. You know, I actually kind of regret buying it because it kind of ruined that illusion, those memories that I had of the game.
Well, you turned into an asshole, and then you played it again, and you're all like, damn, this sucks.
I did not turn into an asshole. It's just that my mind opened up a bit more. So yes, unfortunately, people seem to think that it's the last great Spider-Man game, when in truth, it's just like any of the modern games of Spider-Man that have released in the past 10 years.
I haven't tried the Amazing Spider-Man, any of those ones. I tried the demo for the 3DS, and I didn't really like it that much.
Oh yeah, I remember I downloaded the demo too when it was released, and I remember thinking, hey, it's okay for a Spider-Man game. But the more I thought about it, I remember thinking, you know what? I wouldn't actually buy this.
Yeah.
Especially since you couldn't swing in the cities like you could in the home console versions.
That was a letdown.
It was. In the 3DS version, due to system limits, you're always confined to small rooms and stuff. And that sucks because that's not what a Spider-Man game is supposed to be.
No, No, you're supposed to be allowed to free roam and, you know, do whatever you want in New York City, one of the biggest cities, supposedly. But no, they stick you in a tiny freaking room and expect you to beat the shit out of bad guys.
Yeah, and you do it by mashing buttons, which is what every Spider-Man game since I don't even know since when, but for a long time now, for well over a decade and a half, that's what Spider-Man games have consisted of, and that's too bad. Then
The only thing when we go back and play Spider-Man 2, me and Star Puncher, the thing that we kind of really always like to do is we just get to the highest building possible, jump off, and it's pretty damn funny seeing Spider-Man just hit the ground and then die. I don't know how, but it's just hilarious.
Wow.
Wait, what?
I always enjoyed something that doesn't get old for sure is climbing to the very tippy top of the Empire State Building and then just jumping off. Boom.
And he actually grabbed one of the bad guys and power drived him straight into the freaking ground, and he was still alive.
Right, yeah, I used to do that all the time too, and I was like, wow, this is ridiculous. He should be dead.
Yeah.
And it never happened. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what. We're gonna end the show right here. We're over 41 minutes now. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed recording this episode much more than I did the last episode. If you listened to that one, it wasn't the most energetic show, but we got through it, and it allowed us to record this, and that's great because this episode in particular has been more enjoyable. Anything else you guys want to comment before we head off?
No, not really.
No.
Just one comment from me. If you listen to this thing, you can expect plenty of more videos on the Ultra Big Gaming channel on YouTube pretty soon. Of course, this episode right now, it's Sunday, and we're recording this live from Luis's mansion. And this episode is going to go up tomorrow, which will be Monday, like it always does, except last week's. Last week's was the one in which it went up on Tuesday, right?
Well, last week I didn't record, you know.
All right, you weren't here.
Jasmine took my place.
Right. All right, so that's enough for this week. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll catch you in the next episode. See you next week.
See you.